Konnichiwa, this is Lara Barcos from ERC51, and I'm here to introduce to you what Japanese architecture is all about. When you hear the words Japanese architecture, we all know that the first thing that comes to your mind is a temple, or perhaps a shrine, or a palace, or any monumental buildings that we often see in Japanese movies and even in anime. Today, we will discuss how it all started, what are the main aspects, features, and styles, and of course, the famous structures that can be found in Japan. So, without further ado, let's begin. Japanese architecture went through several periods of innovation over the history of Japan. The early 7th century was dominated by wooden structures such as shrines and temples built by the nobles. This is known as the Asuka and Nara periods, which were also periods of blossoming art and culture in Japan. In 9th century, wood temples began to spring up in greater numbers. This era was followed by the Kamakura and Muromachi eras, which were characterized by the construction of a tea house, which was an important aspect of noble life in this era. Castles began to show in 17th century, which were meant to house feudal lords and their soldiers. After World War II, Japan quickly modernized with the introduction and influence of Western architecture, leading to some truly inspiring buildings made of metal and concrete. The following are the 6 main elements of traditional Japanese architecture. By far, the most prominent feature of traditional Japanese buildings is the dominance of wood. This was preferred over stone and other materials because of the risk of earthquakes. Old Japanese houses relied on movable screens called shoji and sliding doors called fusuma to divide rooms as desired. They tend to be lightweight to allow natural light and shadows into the rooms. The roof is the most visually impressive component, often comprising half the size of the whole structure. The slightly curved eaves extend far beyond the walls, covering verandas. Torii is the symbol of a shrine or gate. This represents the division between the everyday world and the divine world. Pagodas are usually square in plan and 5 stories in height. It is here that holy relics, said to be the remains of the Buddha, are preserved. Japanese castles are elaborate in design and strongly fortified to demonstrate the power of the Joshu, or Lord of the Center. Finally, here are the top 5 structures that you wouldn't want to miss on your Japanese tour. Himeji Castle contains 83 buildings made in wood. This great structure is also known as White Heron because of the white plaster that covers its walls. Tokyo Imperial Palace is the residence of Japanese royal family. It is used for state receptions and as the holding place for official state ceremonies. Yakushiji Temple is dedicated to Yakushi Nyarai, the Buddha that was originally from China. Covering an area of 30 square kilometers in Hiroshima Bay, the Itsukushima Shrine is a Shinto temple dedicated to the princess daughters of the wind god Susanoo. Golden Pavilion Temple in Kyoto has the upper 2 stories covered in pure gold, and Casino Online is covered by a beautiful garden with a mirror pond in front. Okay, so that ends this video, and I hope you gained something from this short presentation. Again, this is Lara Barcos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!